Do you prefer Venom with like his little slippers or his big claws?
His slippers.
I like the claws better.
Okay.
Anthony.
Hi.
Anthony.
Hi, Julia.
What do you want for Christmas?
I think
You're wrong because you want to watch Venom. And I'm so nice. That is exactly what I got you for Christmas.
Thank you. You got me all 19 inches?
I got all 19 inches of Tom Hardy's Venom. So this was
This is where Eminem comes. This is where Eminem appears for the Fortnite map.
Wow, that's so progressive of Sony to have known that Fortnite was gonna add Eminem. Okay, you know more about Venom than I do.
Sure.
Yeah, because your role in this partnership is you know all of like the OG Spider-Man stuff.
Sure.
And I know a lot about the spin-off characters.
I'm worried that I won't know as much, and like everyone in the comments is just gonna call me a fraud. Like,
You're a fraud,
Spider-Man!
You're a fraud, Spider-Man!
Yeah, so they mentioned. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. They mentioned J. Jonah Jameson's kid because that's what John Jameson, and he was the.
Yeah.
He's an astronaut.
He's an astronaut, yeah.
And I always get him confused with Agent Venom, but that's not him.
That's
my boy Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson. Oh wait, so are they dating here?
Yeah, because they started. Okay, so basically the beginning. I've seen this movie once. He basically speed runs, ruining his life.
Oh. He's just like me, for real, for real. San Francisco!
As a native Queens trash girl, I'm offended this isn't in New York. California is the worst state in the U.S.
But like, almost all YouTubers are from California, so they're all gonna come after you, Julia.
Good. I welcome it.
So it's implied that in this movie Eddie's from New York.
So
and he
yeah,
just
so
moved.
his-
No, he's from San Francisco. He worked in New York and he's back in
His
San Francisco.
girlfriend, so his girlfriend mentions that he was run out of New York for gotcha journalism.
Yeah.
And then she's like, don't ruin your career here. And he's like, good advice, but also go fuck yourself. Actually, I think this is my favorite iteration of Eddie. Eddie, I feel like, has always been just kind of a little one note.
Yeah.
He feels like a less interesting Flash. So I like that, like, Tom Hardy decided to go, like, completely just weird, unhinged, wet cat man. Because that, to me, is a lot more compelling than he just hates Peter.
Places. In fact, I moved to San Francisco for you.
His
So
girl.
he is from New York, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They just, they don't have the rights to Peter, so they can't put him in New York, because then everyone's going to go, well, where's Spider-Man?
They do have the rights to Peter. They just don't want to fucking make it complicated because Tom Holland is doing his own thing in his own universe.
Don't they only have the rights to animated Peter?
No, they have all.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh, no, they sold the animation rights to Disney. Okay, I
to
got that
Disney.
wrong.
They sold the animation rights to Disney. That's why Spectacular Spider-Man got canceled.
That still upsets me.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about
Yeah,
that.
that's why it's like impossible to make it because Sony owns the show, like the characters
Yeah,
and
so
everything.
they'd have to sell it to Disney.
And Disney owns the animation right.
But speaking of Spectacular, Eddie's girlfriend being blonde just reminds me of, for some reason, Spectacular Spider-Man was obsessed with having Eddie just scam on Gwen constantly. This is so stupid because you don't send confidential, like, law papers over email.
You do if you have like that writing on it. So
No
you
one
gotta
will-
make sure it's confident.
You gotta make sure. Okay, you gotta make sure that people know that if they look at it, they're very bad boys.
The Sound of Metal.
Sound of Metal?
Yeah, great movie. Sound of Metal. He stars in it. This guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know him from Star Wars because I'm uncultured. He was Bodhi Rook. He was the pilot. Also, this kid went, "Can I ask a question?" And then he went, "Come here," and then didn't answer her question. She didn't even get to ask a question. He said, "Here's a pin. Shut the fuck up. Leave."
Hilarious, but isn't this how adults treat children?
Yes, this is how adults treat me sometimes. Also, Jenny Slate is a stand-up comedian, and she plays Mona Lisa Saperstein in Parks and Rec, so I cannot take her seriously in this, because all I think of is the one scene in Parks and Rec where her brother goes,
She is the worst. She is the worst person in the world. Huge skank, terrible.
So you know how we talked earlier about how Tom Holland is in talks to like fight Tom Hardy, the
Yeah.
Tom H's. Like I was saying, what do you like? There's a lot of like fan demand, and what are your thoughts about this? About Venom taking place in Andrew's universe?
I like it.
Yeah,
We talked about, did we? No, because we were talking about Fortnite. I think, like,
Fortnite.
no, before I said
Oh.
Fortnite. I think tonally, Andrew's Spider-Man fits with Tom's Venom a lot better because they're both a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Even in terms of like the cinematic choices, because in Amazing the color grading is really dark.
Yeah.
And in Venom the color grading it's very blue heavy and it's a lot of night scenes.
It's
and like
very...
Tom's Spider-Man is really saturated and bright and poppy and it feels more like here's like the 60s comic vibe. Whereas honestly I get like really hard 90s vibes from Amazing and the Venom movies because they are a bit edgier.
Yeah.
And the 90s comics were like, let's kill everyone's family just for fun.
Yeah.
So I think...
And that's literally what they do in Amazing 2.
Yeah.
And then Amazing 1, let's kill Gwen Stacy's entire family.
And not her entire family. She has her mom and brothers.
It's 2 family members!
That's not the entire family!
That's a huge chunk!
So we missed it, but he basically... Eddie just went like, how do you feel about all the people you murdered? Like, just out of nowhere. Well, that's like going up to Jeff Bezos and being like, how do you feel about Alexa telling people how long they have to pee? Like, you were alone with him. He could just stab you to death, and they would just Amazon ship you to different people.
Yeah, moved all the way to... Oh, so this is what you mean, he's speedrunning...
He speedruns the end of his whole life.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw
he gets her fired too because he stole the documents.
Yeah, well, she's doing a bad job.
Well, no, he hacks into her computer.
Oh.
Not hacks, but he knows her password and he looks at her shit without her when she's asleep.
Don't do that, guys.
Yeah, don't do that to your girlfriend or your boyfriend
Yeah.
or your them friend.
Yeah, if you have doubts, it's time for a conversation. Don't go behind anyone's back.
If you're already at the point, if you're at the point where you want to look at each other's phones and that's not a thing that you previously established you were allowed to do, you already don't trust each other at all.
Yeah. It's okay if you guys have established if you guys are allowed to do
that's
that.
a thing,
That's
yeah,
okay,
if you're like,
but
you can look at my phone
But
whenever.
don't do it, like, behind each other's backs.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Alright, this whole Malaysia plotline...
It's silly, because...
It's very silly because it's just
It's just Riot going
It's just to get Riot to this guy.
Which, by the way, I hate because in the comics, Riot is Venom's child.
They're all Venom's kids.
Yeah, they're all Venom's kids.
So far I think it's Toxin, Scream...
No, Toxin is Carnage's kid, though.
Oh, but no, wait, he's blue, right?
No, Toxin is red and black.
Who am I thinking of?
Riot is blue.
Riot's... But
Or silverish. Or
yeah,
like,
Riot's gray, and that's the one that he has. Who's blue?
Toxin was teased in the second movie when the cop was going crazy and his eyes turned black.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
that was.
that's what that was, yeah.
Okay, well, Scream is the McDonald's colors.
Yeah, Scream is mustard.
Mustard. Ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup and mustard, yeah.
Riot's gray. I don't know who's blue. I mean, technically Venom was blue in some of the
Yeah,
PS1
or
game.
sometimes purple.
He's purple sometimes?
Yeah, in Ultimate he's purple. In the Ultimate Spider-Man he's purple. He's purple.
I like when Venom is black, but he has the blue rim lighting, the blue highlights.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah, me too.
The symbiote 6 months later.
What?
Because it's just they don't want to show you Riot coming all the way to America.
But they kind of do show that, though.
Well, yeah, which is dumb.
Scream! I have another question now.
Yes.
What is your opinion? Like this
On Crypto.
No, this movie does Venom a little differently. What's your opinion on Venom and Eddie being two separate beings versus Venom being the combined identity of Venom, of the symbiote and Eddie? Like Venom is
both of them.
Both of them.
That's
yeah.
the comic book.
Yeah, that's the comic book version. Yeah.
That's just semantics at that point, isn't it? We can't just have. I mean, usually you call when he's separate, you call him the Venom symbiote.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, if it gets on someone else, it's not Venom, though. Like, when it gets on Peter, he's not Venom. He's Peter with the symbiote.
I do like that Eddie's shown to be a little bit more heroic in this movie. Because he's, like, friends with
Because he's not a bad guy. He just has a fucking grudge against Spider-Man.
But that's what I'm saying, is, like, in Spectacular, it feels like his grudge comes out of nowhere. He gets him fired, and he's like, you're a fraud! And then in the Raimi movies, he's literally just a dick for no reason.
Yeah, he's trying to...
He's dating Gwen in those movies, too. What is this?
Yeah.
What is the Gwenom connection?
Oh, look, I'm not a thug at all.
What if he was just a really nice guy and he's like, thank you so much, actually. I've never been robbed. Here's hoping it stays that way.
Well, that's a lie.
I have been mugged, you're right, I have been mugged. Some lore about me, I have been mugged on the mean streets of Manhattan when I was walking home at 11 o'clock from
It's not funny.
my off-Broadway job.
It's not funny.
It's not funny, it was actually really scary.
Why is he doing that?
Because sometimes it just helps to just, like, get really angry.
I guess.
He tweaks later really hard.
How has he been able to pay rent, though?
Maybe San Francisco has cheaper apartments.
No, they don't.
I know they
actually.
don't. The friends.
Why would you show up to your ex-boyfriend's, kiss your new boyfriend, and then...
No, that's her house.
Oh.
You thought she just went to his apartment to kiss her boyfriend in front of him?
Yeah, and then
That'd
why
be so mean.
And then why is he going into Eddie's apartment?
That's actually Eddie's boyfriend. They're sharing.
Please just go in. Don't touch anything. Go. I'll take care of it. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
This is
What is going on?
This is his hobo friend who has venom in her. I wish I had venom in me. 19 inches.
All right.
Hey, listen, there's like no downside because, you know, when you're at work and you're bored, you can talk to someone in your head all day. When you come home and you don't want to cook, get the symbiote to do it. It's like having a boyfriend with none of the trouble. You know, take care of business. Tentacles.
Oh God.
Oh, this is the best part of the whole movie.
I remember this vividly.
I love this.
This is like out of all the scenes in this movie, this is the part I remember the most.
I like the Sony Venom movies because I feel they lean into how inherently ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
Like, of course this guy would be losing his fucking mind. Of course he'd be going absolutely nuts. Me at the Red Lobster when they're not getting my biscuits fast enough. That's me trying to escape the Mormons when they come onto the subway. I still don't... Okay, someone in the comments, if you're smarter than me about symbiotes, who is the blue symbiote? Because I thought for sure it was Toxin, but I'm super wrong. Do you prefer Venom with, like, his little slippers or his big claws?
And his slippers.
I like the claws better.
Okay.
What the hell? Dude, how did
You ruined a boys' night. Ad placement PlayStation.
Alright, so if that happened in your apartment, do you just kind of go like, yep, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think about this being the first reveal? Because I think it ruins it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, do you know how, like, sometimes he just has human teeth?
Yeah.
And it's really creepy?
Uh-huh.
It should have been that.
That's his first design.
Yeah, it should have been that. Okay, this should have been Venom's first reveal. Because it's so much less cool when we saw it like that. That would have been perfect if that was your first view of him. Yeah.
So cool. So crazy. So cool. But unfortunately, that's the only time you can use that because
Yeah.
it's a PG-13
And there's not
movie.
even any blood.
Yeah.
These movies should have been R just because Venom is a way more violent character than Peter.
All right, Abbott, you're away.
That scene is so cool. Mass copy.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm really into the symbiote is mimicking things, and it just does it better. And I'm really into that.
Also, I love how this is him being non-lethal. And my man is playing whack-a-mole with people's spines. That guy's dead. That guy is dead. This bitch dead. These bitches all dead. Hey girl, how you doing?
This is so silly.
What is this little, like, sideways, like, oh no, don't catch me run?
I like how she's like, hospital right now. Like, that's gonna do anything. What is she talking about?
Because they think he has, like, rabies.
So, sound is like his kryptonite?
Not all sounds. And fire. Fire and fire.
That's so stupid. We're all weak to fire, Venom.
Unless you're like that sexy broad from Elemental.
What?
What?
What the fuck did you just say to me? You want to stick your dick in literal fire? You're trying to come at me for being, like, weird about Venom. You're advocate for symbiotes.
Who is this? Oh.
That's Gwen. Also, they're gonna let another one go because they're not looking at it.
Eddie, you're taking massive L's here.
Me?
Eddie.
Oh. Eddie's whole life is an L, honestly. I love Tom Hardy Eddie because at any given point he sounds like he's either high out of his mind or, like, just woke up. Or some combination of the two.
Waking and baking. Yeah.
Riot looks awful.
Why is Riot like supposed to be the bigger? I don't know.
Why
Venom
does
is like
Riot?
the main.
Why does Riot know who Venom is? This is so stupid, by the way. They have not bonded at all. They hated each other 2 seconds ago, and Venom's like, Eddie, you are my best friend. I love you, Eddie. Yeah, all of those people should have been cut in half. They're still intact. But also, what happens? Imagine you come into work today and your boss is just doing that.
We're starting a union after that. That's what's happening.
Would you just be like, would you just like,
unionizing?
would you just be like, I'm calling out. I feel sick. Can you put in? You just poke Riot in the butt and you go, I have sick days. Can I use them? And he goes like, I'll put you in the hospital, and just stabs you. And you're like, thanks, boss. Appreciate it.
Honestly, rewatching this movie, it's not a good movie.
It's not.
That's
This
all I'm thinking
this
about.
dialogue is so silly. Get in the rocket. Are you 5? For me, the highlight of this movie is Eddie and Venom.
Yeah.
Everything else can go in the trash. Blah. Yeah, it's like shaky cam. It looks bad. It's hard to tell what's happening because the shot is going a little too weird at an angle. What are you doing here, Anne? I'm sorry. If I saw two symbiotes like pile driving each other and doing like wrestling moves, I would go home. I really hate that thing you showed. Like this. Okay, this is what I imagine the inside of my dishwasher looks like when I run it. Why did he just get a power up?
They're like together. He's like in him.
Oh. Like, again, if this was rated R, I feel like you could have really played up the body horror
Yeah.
of two people getting stuck together, essentially.
Yeah.
Because that's a cool visual, them separating. Also, this is dumb. Tom Hardy's like a total jock build, and this skinny little nerd would get his ass beat in like 3 seconds. Just kick him in the... Okay, there you go. See? Perfect.
There's your blood.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You are nothing.
I mean, okay, you already killed me. Do you have to be mean about it? Jesus. So can a symbiote revive a dead host? Because there's no way Eddie hasn't bled out.
Yeah, in Spider-Man 2, when Peter's stabbed by Kraven's sword.
Oh, yeah.
Have a nice life.
Have a nice life! He's like, oh no, fire, my only weakness!
My one weakness.
And then Elon Musk is like, yeah, me too.
Oh shit, this sucks. Poor Eddie can never go to a barbecue again because he'll be sitting at that grill and Venom will be like, Eddie, it is too hot. This is just the ending of Kill la Kill.
Yeah, actually. What the heck? Like, actually.
Look at my crossover fan fiction, where I put Eddie in a little bra and a little underwear thing, and that's the whole outfit.
San Francisco? I always hated that building. It looks like a penis.
And New York got the best buildings. Chrysler.
It do, but it also got the worst ones. Like,
Yeah.
the most recent ones are kind of lame.
Well, because they're all like modernist bullshit.
Yeah.
I like that they're friends by the end of this movie.
Yeah.
It's nice, because I feel like most movies she would just be like, goodbye forever. He wouldn't even look like a crazy person talk to himself anymore. He just put in some ear pods. There's no downside to having a symbiote.
This delivery is weird, by the way. It's better in the trailer. It's like, we are Venom. It's weird. The delivery here is like kind of off.
Maybe they changed it for this version.
We are Venom.
Yeah,
it's
I think it's
weird.
because Tom Hardy's British accent is coming out a little bit.
But in the trailer, it was better. I remember, like,
Oh, well, why just tell him all of that to kill him?
he changed his mind.
Oh, it's nothing.
That's your reaction to that? Eddie? What was that?
Eddie, I have to call the cops and explain this, Eddie. Can you eat the rest of it, Eddie?
He's not there. He's not there. He wasn't there anymore.
Shut up. Shut up about it.
Oh, God.
This is so bad.
What are your thoughts on the
On the what? On the movie?
Yeah.
It's bad. Like a 5.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10 because it's not so bad that I wouldn't like slap it on if it was on TNT or something.
Yeah.
I would use it as like,
Background.
yeah, I don't actually want to watch anything. I just kind of want to vibe in the room.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like, if somebody went like, if I was at someone's house, they go, oh, like, let's watch Venom for fun. I'd be like, no.
But literally what we just did.
How would you shut the fuck up?
You know what? Yes. Good night, guys.
Bye. Depending on when you get this done, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I love you, chat.
Right.
I don't include that. They'll get crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this Ronald McDonald looking ass bitch.